we've got exciting news. My trees arrived!
Hey guys, Nathan from Dreamscapes here, just on site today with Jared and Cassie at their new build. Just give you a quick rundown on what we've come in just to have a sort of look at today. So we've got off-form concrete steppers. We're looking at a raised concrete off-form retaining wall, sunken fire pit with an off-form concrete bench with a raised decking area. So then behind that we've got an elevated garden bed which sort of segregates the lower courtyard. Behind that, the pool. Moving into the backyard, we had a bit of a discussion on whether we look at painting the fence. As you can see, it's sort of river sand colour at the moment, which doesn't really match with the house. So the artificial turf versus real grass. So the clients have 3 dogs. It's only a small backyard, so maybe artificial turf is the way to go here. So upstairs towards the front has a raised elevated garden bed, just a barrier from sort of opposing to go off the edge, which has got irrigation and plants throughout.
Can you call my dad and ask him to take a photo of the fire pit area up the top, the sandstone fire pit area? Just for the floor, mainly just the floor, so I can show you what we did there.
Okay.
And that's like a full sandstone floor.
So this is
like
flagging.
Yeah.
Like your top thing. So crazy pave in the sandstone, it's going to look very similar.
Yeah.
So whereas
Do you think sandstone would sort of work? I don't think sandstone would work in this house.
no, because of everything's
not sandstone,
dark,
but that type of floor. It could be a tiled floor. It could be a slate something. It could
like
be
a travertine crazy pave or something.
It could be.
I don't know if light colours are going to go here though.
I don't want to do tile. I don't want to do anything like that because that's what we're doing over there. I want this to be like a really different, like, it's the point of difference of this backyard.
Yeah.
I think that curved concrete bench that you've got, if you replicate that same curve
in concrete,
the floor, that side has the same curve.
Yeah.
And you make this like a really light crazy pave, like a light travertine crazy pave.
The other thing is, like, this is going to probably be the most used part in the entire area.
Yeah. And it's seen from all angles too.
From everywhere. Like that, there's glass up there. There's glass for those rooms. Like everything, the front, like it all sort of looks here.
Really matured tree that we can maybe plant over that can grow and sort of become coverage for this section.
Yeah. Okay.
I really like the olive trees, all those type of things. I could see something maybe getting worked into this area.
Definitely silver tones in plants.
Yeah.
I think it's going to pick up really well here.
And because we've got that big window that's going here, I think we need to have something that when you walk into the house, you see a plant.
Show stuff.
Why I was thinking more of a pot or something there is because when that door's open, if someone was to drive past, they'll see straight through the house. But if there's a plant, it gives
deters them a bit.
Privacy for this back section.
If we start putting too many things in here, then this area goes from this and it draws it right in. It's quite deceiving at the moment because there's nothing here. So when this gets filled in, it brings it in, and then the fire pit will bring it in again.
Of course.
Maybe something just in that corner because you do want to highlight it with the big window.
Something centered to this window.
So I'd say something there where we can do maybe a cluster of something. What do you think?
I think just one big.
Even just one big pot, just with some. Yeah, well, even if we do that one big pot and then just put some overhanging plants that spill over the edges as well.
I just see it all at one height, like that comes in, this is at that height, and they're all just, we want to make everything
seamless.
Like all our doors are recessed, we've built this whole retaining wall up so that our yard and everything is just one level everywhere, to the pool, everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't like changing in heights much, even like our steps are going to come up and everything sits like perfect.
Yeah.
The main feature of this space really is the fire pit.
Yeah, definitely.
Fire pit and the tree for this entry foyer area. I think trying to keep it really minimalistic in this area and not trying to overcrowd it is the key.
We're open to different trees here. You might suggest something completely different and that's fine as well. Like it could be.
Yeah, dragon tree would look awesome actually.
That would look, because even the trunk itself is a feature. It's so beautiful. So.
They're expensive. looked at them. The other thing, like, I really also wanting to make sure, like, I don't want to see fence.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
I want screening of
Yep.
plants. I want this to feel like a resort. Like this house, I want it to be like a hotel.
There's a 2 meter setback to the fence, so we were thinking of having a path at say 1.2 and an 800 garden bed that filled in the gap, or 713, whatever it is.
Yep.
Just enough so that we can have a nice garden bed that runs along the whole fence, so that when you're out here, it's green
Seamless,
wherever
yeah.
you look.
Okay.
Like just to soften the concrete, the brick, and like the structure, just to sort of soften it a little bit.
What do we put, what's going in the pool area there? Is that
We haven't
concrete
decided anything
going right
yet.
to the fence?
Let's go down there because I have some ideas for that area. There's going to be a path that we're going to concrete out with the pool, so it's a full concrete path with tiles to the pool area.
Yep.
The back area, I'm pretty sure we're going to tile as well.
The pool area is all
We don't want
tiled.
any decking around the pool
Sure.
because we had it at our last house. It's slippery,
Yeah.
maintenance, all that type
Yep.
of thing.
It gets hot, all those
Gets
sorts of
hot.
things.
It does, yeah.
So ideally I'd like to have plants running along this back side of the fence of the pool area as well, because I think otherwise it's just going to be too concretey to
It'll be too much of a hard surface,
get
yes.
too much hard
Yep.
surface. Ideally we'd like plants along there that don't drop too many leaves into the pool, but if they do, it doesn't matter, we can clean it.
Yeah.
Even if we ran something like a viburnum or a lily pilly or something,
No, we're not
The-
going the whole way.
the whole like way across, and then we can run it across the back, so it sort of looks,
Yeah,
get it to hedge up nicely, and then get it trimmed properly.
okay.
It can look uniform.
We need to find it's all got to tie in.
Yeah,
So if we're doing structured plants in here, and then you go from structured into a hedge, it's going to change the look of it a fair bit. So we might just look at different types of trees and stuff. May necessarily not be a hedge.
Yeah.
We might be able to do something where we can do a creeping something along there, but like even if we bleach the stem and then put some underplanting underneath, so you might have a different type of tree. You'll see most of the stem and then the foliage at the top, and then we can underplant it with something else. And then you can go through and put all your lights and stuff through there as well. So
Sure.
Yeah, lots of
We just want
garden
to
lighting.
we just want to soften the fence.
with this wall here, because you're going everything nice, smooth and clean, then you're going onto a textured finish. Have you thought about doing anything on that?
Like rendering the wall. We have thought about
We have.
rendering the wall,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of rendering it.
Yeah. Ideally, I want it like form.
Have you looked at concrete render?
Not properly, no.
Okay. Because I know that everything around here is like concrete look. You can
it's
opt for concrete
Like
look
to
render.
Venetian it almost.
Yeah,
That would look cool.
yeah. But you don't have to go, don't worry about going the whole way. Maybe the parts that you see, you can do the concrete look render, and then we can do an expansion join. And then for parts you don't see, you just do the render.
Yeah. We can have a look at it, see what it works out to be like per square metre or per run, and
Yeah.
see.
Because ideally, like
Falls
in
in.
this lower section, is going to be grass for the dogs. I imagined a little garden bed in front of the retaining wall on this side.
On this side, yep.
Because I want to continue the garden bed down that side of the house. We've got splashback windows for the laundry and the butlers. So I want to have nice green foliage so we can sort of see it.
I mean, that could more than likely just block out the wall as well. If
Yeah.
it's the same sort of stuff, we might not need to.
Yeah, that's okay. It'll save some money anyway.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at the sunlight and stuff, how much you're getting down there.
See
what's
what
gonna
type
grow.
of plants would actually live in there.
Yeah.
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 I like fake grass for the backyard and also for maintenance with the dogs and
Yeah.
stuff. It's just
The only deterrent, say, when because you're going to have 3 dogs, is the smell.
Yeah, I know, we had that last time.
Yeah, it's because you can buy products to put on the artificial turf to get rid of the urine smell.
I was also talking to a fake grass company when we were at the home show last year.
Yep.
And they said the thing we did wrong was we put sand on it.
underneath.
Underneath
Yeah.
and on top.
Yeah.
And that's what held the smell. If we didn't put
will.
the sand on it, the plastic would have washed away, and we
Yep.
just got to regularly hose it just to get rid of the thing.
Yeah.
That was the only mistake I think we did.
Yeah.
Even still, like, because it goes like road-based compacted, and then you've got metal dust on the top, which is screeded. So even that metal dust has got,
We'll hold it.
yeah, it's almost got like that. They're that fine that it's almost like sand. So it's you're still going to get smell to a certain degree. So the backyard we've got sort of down pat. We can look at doing So I think artificial turf, gardens around the edge. We'll look at the plant species and stuff like that and see what's going to work the best. I think maybe an option to paint the fence would help a lot.
Soften it up.
Yeah, just to change that colour to get it back to where you want.
I like the idea. I really don't
Yeah.
like the colour because it doesn't.
Just let us know what it costs as an isolated item, and we can decide
Yeah, sure.
from that point. Yeah. We're just talking about how we're going to finish the external of the house out, so front yard, courtyard, and the rear yard around the pool. So they had a lot of good ideas about how we should bring that fire pit courtyard area in and make it the focal point of the house.
We'd also bought grass trees that we fell in love with, that we wanted to be focal features of the house. So a lot of our landscaping has been actually coming around these 2 trees that we've already purchased before we even broke ground here. The other main thing is, obviously we have our 3 puppies, Charlie, Shelby and Bailey, and having now had grass with 3 black Labradors, that does not work with our lifestyle. Too much cleaning and mess and all that, and especially if there's not a lot of sun that's going to be getting onto where the grass is, we're needing to look at fake grass.
Fake it till you make it.
One of the key things that I really wanted to have is floating staircases to really make the entrance for our entryway front door area. So we decided to go with like 4 or 5 floating staircase big off-form concrete slab pieces that we're actually going to put LED strip lighting into, because Jared wants to be able to light the front of the house up when we're coming home at night and stuff like that. So it also becomes a bit of a feature to the front of the house.
So we're out on site again, and you can see the boys are rendering down the side. What they had to do for this block wall behind was put a key coat undercoat just to stop the water and the moisture, just so it stops any staining later. And then they're doing acrylic render over the top.
Which we're going to paint black to match, obviously, with the rest of the house.
Monument.
Monument again. So we just wanted, because we had sandstone walls, they didn't really suit the style of the house. So we discussed painting them. We were worried that then it would probably bubble and peel over time. And then we're like, why not render it?
Yeah, this is the right way to do it. You put the key coat under, let it go off. It acts as like a waterproofer, and then you render over the top. Stops all your future headaches, future problems.
It'll be really nice because this is going to be painted monument. We're going to have some beautiful trees being planted along here. So the greenery,
big stone steppers.
Big stone steppers. So the greenery is really going to pop, which is going to be fantastic for the butlers and the laundry, because it's going to really make it that indoor-outdoor feel, even though it's not looking into the backyard.
And it just gives a nice modern finish to the outside of the house. Like, you go through all the energy and effort to make the house look beautiful. You've got to make all the sides look beautiful, so wherever you're looking from, it looks finished.
And obviously we love black, so we were like, why not paint it black? So
yeah, we'll have a hard
100%.
time finding the dogs in this place.
Yeah, we won't. If we let the dogs out at night, we will not find them. We're out on site today at the Morley project. It's super exciting. It's starting to get to the finishing touches. As you can see, landscaping has begun, which is so cool. It's going to be perfect for my puppies out here. We're going to have fake grass, nice garden beds. We've got beautiful native trees that are going in. It's going to feel like a real luxury resort out here, which is what we really wanted to finish off this home and give it the backyard it deserves. So stay tuned. There's lots of cool things to come. So we've got a big retaining wall, not a big retaining wall, a little retaining wall coming out here, which is going to be rendered the same colour as what's over there, black, because we love black. And then it's going to create a whole stepped up landscape area over here with our concrete stairs coming down. This is an afterthought. We didn't think about it when we started designing the house. It's been more done on site. That's where you can have changes to the plan as you keep going. You think of things, you see the levels of the ground a bit different, and we were like, instead of having a slope on our front yard, we're like, let's create 2 sections and level it up. But we've got exciting news. My trees arrived! We bought these trees over 12 months ago. They were the first purchase for the house. They're our beautiful grass trees. We love them. So this one here is actually going in the front yard, and then behind we've also got another one which is going to be going in the backyard. So we got these from Margaret River Trees. We bought them at the Autumn Home Show last year, and as soon as we saw them we fell in love with them. We had to have them. So they've been in their holding yard for the last 12 months. So yesterday when they came, it was a really cool day because once again, first purchase for the house. This is when we started designing everything. We actually purchased these before we even finished the plans. So a lot of this house has been designed around featuring these two beautiful grass trees. Come, let's show you the backyard. So as you can see, the boys have been busy working down the side here. We've got these beautiful steppers, which are going to be surrounded by plants. And then along the back of the wall, we've also got some beautiful trees that are going to be coming up. So this is going to be like a nice feature. Instead of just doing concrete or just having rocks, I wanted something that was a bit different and to really like tie the backyard in with the front yard and continuing the flow through. So this is really cool. It's exciting to start to see it all start to come together. So as you can see, a lot's been happening in the backyard. We've got our beautiful tree in, which I am so excited about. I got a picture sent of this over the weekend to me and I was jumping up and down. Yesterday was the first day I saw it in. This little concrete patch that's around is actually being done so we can stick our fake grass down, because with the shading and everything that we have here, real grass wasn't going to grow, and with our 3 little black Labradors, they were going to destroy it. So we've gone with fake grass, and instead of nailing in, we've decided to stick the fake grass down so they don't dig it up. So this is what's really cool. It's all starting to take shape. We're gonna have beautiful plants the whole way around, which will look fantastic against these black walls. As we know, we all love black here. We've also gonna have a concrete bench. So we'll be able to sit out here, have a coffee, throw the ball with the dogs and everything like that. And then it will all look out onto our pool and our fresco and dining area. So as you can see, it's really starting to take shape, which is so exciting. This year at the Sydney Home Show, we actually ended up buying our pizza oven. So it comes together in pieces. Nate's going to assemble it, and then we're actually going to render it over the top. So this whole section here was an afterthought that Jared and Nathan decided to come up with and did without telling me first, the cheeky little buggers. But now I really like it, but we're not going to tell them that I like it, okay? So we love to cook, as I was saying, and Jared really wanted to have a pizza oven. We had a little one that we used to have that we bought from Bunnings, and we're like, oh, we love this. So now we're like, let's build one and make this whole as a feature area. We're gonna have a beautiful fireplace over here, or fire pit, nice couches and everything. So it's really bringing like that indoor-outdoor cooking experience, family coming over, nice sunny day, kids in the pool, cooking a few pizzas. So if any of you have any good recipes for pizza bases, can you send them over to us? Because we gotta learn how to use this thing. So there's gonna be lots of trialing. So we can't wait to see this finish, and stay tuned, it's gonna look cool. We're getting so close. We've actually moved in over the weekend. It's taken us 4 days to move in, and this rain has been a nightmare. So today's the last day of the Morley project. We've finally got to the finish line. It is so exciting. This has been a dream of ours for more than 12 months now, that the 3 of us have been working on to achieve. There's been lots of chaos here today. We've had trades, suppliers, family, everybody here trying to help us do the last finishing touches.